My name is Poonam. I came to Canada in September 2019. I'm from India. I was very excited for everything, and I did not feel shying away from talking to people and, socializing because I've always loved socializing. But that excitement started fading away over the period of time when I realized that, oh, my work permit is going to take ages, and I cannot work without a work permit and without the Canadian work experience. And that's how I started feeling doomed and low. That was a kind of difficult phase. And soon after that, COVID happened. So that made things a little more difficult for me to absorb everything and, to be idle. And I started feeling that I'm not productive anymore. So I kept calling my friends, talking to them, try to keep myself occupied and trying to divert my attention from what I'm going through. Then, after a period of time, I realized that, okay, this is not a long term solution. I should divert my attention to what I can do in Canada. And the only thing which I could do at that point of time to start with is volunteering. And I've always wanted to be a volunteer back home, but I couldn't do because I was working round the clock and I did not have any time on hand to volunteer back home. So I said, okay, that is a good start. And the first organization I started volunteering was Pacific Immigrant Resources Society. I was very happy when I used to come. That gave me an immense joy and satisfaction when I started commuting for my classes. I started talking to people, and that's how I started my journey as a volunteer in Canada. And I loved it. I guess yes, because in a lot of cultures, women are not allowed to speak so openly about their feelings. When I know someone from Afghanistan, I came to know that she is going through depression and a very doomed phase right now. But she is finding it so hard to, express her emotions or to talk to someone. The nonprofit organizations were approached to help her out to provide the counseling and therapies for her. I don't know if we'll call it an unfortunate incident or what, but the only counselors she got were male members. Because of her cultural background, she did not find it comfortable to talking to a male doctor. And it is their culture that they are nurtured and being brought up in a way that they are not very open to talking to male members in general. So it is very, very hard for her, but there was no female doctor who could speak her language and talk to her. So she is still, struggling with that kind of state. So, yes, if I see from that perspective, it could be quite challenging for some people being an immigrant and, migrating to a new society and a new country where it is difficult to express yourself because of the language barrier, because of the cultural obstructions, and because of the culture we come from. Culture, at times, suppressing our feelings, not able to express ourselves, not getting support from the family and friends or the peer group. At times, being an introvert, it gets difficult to express yourself. And one does not know how to address the issues, first to recognize and then to address those issues. Try to gather your emotions, recognize them, don't suppress yourself. If you feel like crying, cry out loud. If you feel anxious, talk to someone. If you talk to your friend back home, write it on the paper, listen to the music, listen to spiritual music, whatever gives you the happiness at that moment, at that point of time. Meet people, I've met a lot of refugees, and I felt that if I put myself in their place and if I put myself in their shoes, and the day when whatever I have, all the resources are taken away from me, I would be very, very upset and angry with God. So that makes me feel grateful for whatever I have. So please don't lose hope. Be contented and happy. You are at the best place where you were yesterday. And yeah, be mindful of what you go through. Express yourself.